everyone, I'm Soraya. So in today's tutorial, I'm going back to the neutrals. I love the last one, but I think I love this one even better. I hope you enjoy it as well. Let me know what you think in the comments section and let's get right to the tutorial. So I am fast forwarding through this section because I had an idea to kind of do some trees, maybe make it look very abstracted. And the more I kind of worked on it, the more I didn't like what I was seeing. So you know me, I did not want to give up. So I kept going and changing it up. And then eventually it got to a point where I could see that, yeah, I could work with this. Now I will show you the colors at the end of the tutorial, but basically I worked with 3 colors, 3 neutral colors, and a white, so 4 altogether. By working with these 4 colors, you can blend quite easily and you know that things will work together. And that is a really good thing, especially for beginners. If you're trying this technique out, I have my sponge, as you can see, and I think I end up using 2 sponges for the painting. And I didn't cut out anything other than speed up the beginning to get to where we're seeing at this point. But it really is about the blending of the colors with the sponge to get and become very creative with it. So other than my original idea, I really didn't have much of a plan at this point. I just wanted to blend the colors together using my sponge and see where it would lead me. So I just kind of went with the flow. Because I work with acrylic paint, it dries very quickly. In addition to that, I always make sure to add just a small amount of paint onto my sponge. As I keep adding colors, I stand back and take a look at the overall effect, how it's looking. And anytime I'm kind of finding that a color might be a bit too strong, I will add a little bit of white and it changes the whole composition. I like my paintings to have a very ethereal look. Doesn't matter the colors that I'm using, it could be blues or greens or these neutrals. I always like to have it look very ethereal. I am just drawn to it, that kind of style. It just speaks to me, and I've done a whole other video about that if you want to check that out. But that is the style that I always aim for. Now I have lots of information in my description area, so if you want to check it out, go ahead and do that. If you want to see any of my artwork, there's galleries that I have listed where my work is. You can buy prints of my work, you can buy the original of my work right through me. So take a look at that and check it out. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you do. It really helps out my channel. There's also a hype button, and if you click on that, it just tells YouTube that you enjoyed my video and they will hype it out to other art lovers as well. Now, I've had some people reach out to me to say that they've tried this technique using the sponge and it all just becomes a kind of brown mess. And really, it is about the colors that you are using. So you have to realize that you need to work with colors that blend well together. Take your time about it and think about where you're placing the colors and how they are blending together. The sponges that I'm using are nothing special. They are from the dollar store. That's where I get them pretty cheap. You get a whole sleeve of them for like $1.25 or something. And you can see that the scrubby part I'm holding on that one side. And that's all I use. I don't use the natural sea sponges. I've always used this. It started off way back when I wanted to cover a painting. It was a very large canvas, and I was thinking of how I can put paint in a quick manner and quickly. And I got the idea of using a sponge. Now, I don't know if it was an original idea, if other people had been using it or not. I hadn't seen anybody use it. And as far as I know, I am the person who uses sponge to create paintings. But it has worked, and over the years, I have perfected the technique. So if you're new to this technique, you're going to try it out. Just remember that I've been doing this for many years, and that you got to give yourself permission to kind of make mistakes or learn as you're working with the sponge. Just think of it as a learning experience. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to make it be perfect, in quotes. I have always worked from my imagination. It is an intuitive process for me. I see what I think works best and work that way. Don't have a picture in mind. I have ideas that I want it to look a certain way. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I change my mind. So I do try and go with the flow at with most paintings that I'm working on. So, as I am working, I really do get lost in the painting. I get so connected with it that I don't see anything or think of anything else but what I'm doing at the time. So when I'm editing a video, sometimes I see that, oh, I could have stopped there, or that could have been a little bit different. But at the time, it is what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, how it's going, and that's what makes my decisions. Now for this painting, I only used two sponges. If you find that you are doing this and your sponge is getting oversaturated, don't just wash it and then use it again while it's still damp. Just get a new one and start again with a new one. And because sometimes there's just way too much paint and it's just too much on it to be able to get the colors that you want on the painting. So be aware of that. So, up to this point, I could say that the painting was basically a base for the white that is now going on top. This is what made me really excited about the painting. This kind of light white that goes over, layered on top of what was already there. Makes it ethereal to me, makes it very special. So if you have a question that I haven't answered uh, well, I guess, for you, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can leave me a comment or send me an email. I'd be happy to answer your question. Sometimes I've had a comment that says, well, how do you know how to add that at that time or that color at that place on the canvas? And really, that is just the creative, artistic side. We could have the same exact colors, the same sponge, the same canvas, and it'll be very, very different for you than for me. It's the decisions that an artist makes that makes the painting. Whenever I can, I do like to darken up the corners so that the eye is drawn up and to the focal point. Now, I have a favor to ask you. After watching the video, I would love to know what you would name this painting. I have so many paintings that I've created over the years, and sometimes I get stuck on a name, and I'm really curious what people see. And it's really fun to see what people come up with. So if you can, leave me a comment with that. Thank you. Okay, so here are the colors that I used. Liquid Text Burnt Umber, Montmartre titanium white, liquid text raw sienna, and artist loft yellow ochre. And I only used 2 sponges to create this painting. Okay, so from something that started off not quite who I am, wanted to try it, didn't work out. I'm glad that I kept going with these colors. This neutral is gorgeous. I do love this abstract. Let me know what you think, and leave me a comment, and click on this on the link you see now to see more of my tutorials. Thanks for watching.